Hey fight fans, in this video, as soon as the Chimaev vs Diaz fight was announced, immediately began talks about the slaughter to which the matchmakers of the promotion was leading Diaz to. Veteran Dan Hardy even called the organization of the fight revenge on Nate, but many analysts and fighters don't seem to think so. Calling Diaz a victim says the word execution is definitely superfluous here. It is a blatant disrespect for the legend of the mixed martial arts. Andreas Michael, Chimaev's trainer, has said that his ward would not treat the fight against Nate Diaz as a walkthrough fight, and we will also hear what UFC President Dana White has to say about the fight, and of course at the end of the video, how the fighters figure out who will fight the champion for the title. And lastly, UFC champion Kamaru Usman himself played a role in the Black Panther sequel, so be sure to watch the video to find out more. Looks like we've reached a point where someone needs to come forward with the accusation. It doesn't look like a fair fight. It looks more like cruelty to a legend. Because the fighters speak out against the organization, they are executed live. This is what it looks like, and I hate to think about what will happen, Hardy said on journalist Ariel Helwani's podcast. According to many analysts and many fighters, the chances of a 37-year-old veteran against Boers are not very good. To be honest, we are unlikely to see a sensational upset. But calling Diaz a victim and saying the word execution is clearly superfluous here. This is a blatant disrespect to the legend of mixed martial arts. In addition to experience, Nate remains with his iron character, which has always been considered the main weapon of the fighter. Breaking the gangster as he broke Gerald Meerschaert or Li Jingliang will definitely not succeed. But if Chimaev makes a gross mistake, the opponent will definitely punish him. And punishing is something that Diaz knows all about. In a fight with Gilbert Burns, the Chechen was twice close to a knockout due to his temper. But Chimaev showed the character of a fighter, which he proved in the last fight with Burns. However, Diaz definitely surpasses Boers in cunning, and he will take every opportunity to catch an opponent on their emotions. The age difference also speaks against the American, but this is to his advantage. Chimaev is wonderful in almost every aspect, but he lacks experience and composure. This is a fight where Chimaev will get huge experience and probably grow twice as much as a fighter. And we agree it will be a good fight and not just another passing fight. Andreas Michael, Chimaev's coach, also thinks so, as he said that his ward will not treat the fight against Nate Diaz as a passing fight. He said, "Will the fight against Diaz be easy? This is bullshit. Nate fought everyone and gave Leon Edwards the opportunity to make money. Okay, Leon won every round of their fight, but it was a tough night for Edwards. He is by no means an easy opponent for us. It is clear that Nate will make good money for the fight with Chimaev. So it's a great deal, both for him and for us. I think it will be a good fight. Our rivals have a big name, a veteran of our sport. Nate fought everyone and anyone. It is good experience, and we don't take Diaz lightly. I don't care what anyone says. We are setting it up as if it was a title fight ahead of us," Michael quotes MMA Junkie. UFC President Dana White also does not consider the Swedish fighter a favorite in a fight with Diaz. He said, "In this sport, no one can be considered a big favorite. Any fighter is capable of winning at any moment. Let's not forget about Khamzat Chimaev. No matter how cool and explosive he is, he does not have the experience that other promotion fighters have. Diaz has stamina. He has fought almost everyone, and this is the last fight in the octagon. I repeat, no one can be considered such a big underdog, not in the UFC. Nate has that gangster mentality, just like Khamzat. People are crazy about these things," White said. And Michael Chandler thinks it's going to be a tough night for Diaz. He said, "This is going to be a tough fight. Khamzat is still undefeated, but the fight with Burns was tough and close. Gilbert showed a lot. It is unlikely that Diaz is capable of this. Khamzat is a big guy in the welterweight division. Diaz will lose in all aspects. But Nate is a real gangster in every sense of the word, which means it will be fun," said Chandler. And Chimaev says that Nate Diaz is mistaken if he really believes that Chimaev has negative emotions for him. Boers on another edition of the MMA Hour said, "Nate said he doesn't love me, I don't love him, something like that, but it's not like that. I like this guy. I grew up on his battles. I went to school and he was already fighting in the UFC. It's amazing that I'm fighting him and I like him. I respect him for taking this fight. He knows I'm younger and hungrier. I'm about to take the title and a guy comes out and fights me, it deserves respect," said Chimaev. If he wins, the Chechen fighter will challenge the current division champion, but while the fighters figure out who will fight the champion, UFC champion Kamaru Usman himself played a role in the film in the sequel to Black Panther. This information was confirmed by the manager, Ali Abdelaziz, without specifying what role his client got. The first Black Panther film, which is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was released in 2018, and the main role was played by American actor Chadwick Boseman, who died of cancer in August of 2020. Filming the second part of the film started in June of 2021 and ended in March 2022. And don't forget to like and subscribe to help this channel grow.